Every morning, she'd cruise through the neighborhood, sunglasses glinting, clipboard in hand, snapping pictures of untrimmed hedges and recycle bins left out an hour too long. Standards maintain property value, she always said, usually to people who hadn't asked. But this time, Karen went too far. It started with the Garcias, a quiet couple who had just moved into 18 Sycamore Lane. They were teachers, originally from New Mexico, and kept to themselves. Their garden bloomed with sunflowers and vibrant peppers. Their front porch had a hand-carved wooden bench with an Aztec motif. To Karen, that bench was a crime scene. She cited the Garcias for non-standard outdoor furniture. She warned them about unauthorized landscaping. When they asked politely for clarification, Karen smugly responded with a single sheet of HOA code, highlighting the words, "All visible property improvements must align with community aesthetic." But Karen wasn't done. On a humid Thursday morning, she marched to the Garcia's door in her HOA windbreaker and knocked like a cop. No one answered. So she walked around the side of their home, clip-clopping over flower beds and stepping stones, peering through their windows. What she saw was not illegal, not even close. A few art prints on the wall, a couple of boxes still unpacked, and a large terrarium with a gecko basking under a heat lamp. Still, Karen's imagination was already firing. "She's hiding something," Karen muttered. Later that week, she returned, this time with bolt cutters and a contractor she'd bullied into coming. "I have HOA authority," she insisted. "This home may be harboring unsafe materials or code violations." As she prepared to snap the lock on the side gate, a voice boomed from behind. "What exactly do you think you're doing?" It was Mrs. Washington from 22 Sycamore. The oldest and longest tenured resident in the entire neighborhood. A black woman with a presence as firm as concrete and a memory that stretched back 4 HOAs. "I'm conducting an inspection," Karen said, straightening up. "On private property? Without a warrant or consent?" Mrs. Washington said, raising an eyebrow. "You better put those cutters down, child." Karen's contractor, already sweating, took a step back. I think I was misinformed. I'm gonna leave now." And he did. But Karen didn't back off. "I have authority. The HOA gives me the right to enforce." "No, what you have is a folder full of guidelines," Mrs. Washington interrupted. "This isn't a dictatorship. You don't get to break into people's homes because you don't like their lawn gnomes." Just then, the Garcias returned home. The confusion on their faces morphed into shock when they saw Karen at their gate, cutters in hand. Karen stammered, "I thought you were violating, Mr. Garcia." Cut in. "You thought? You tried to break in based on a thought?" It was Mrs. Washington who made the next call. Not to the HOA. To the police. Within 15 minutes, 2 officers arrived. They listened, took statements, reviewed doorbell footage, and frowned. Karen's explanations about aesthetic violations didn't go far when paired with physical evidence of trespassing and attempted illegal entry. She was cited on the spot for criminal trespass, harassment, and misuse of HOA authority. The HOA board, alerted by concerned neighbors and local news that picked up the incident from social media, convened an emergency meeting. Karen was removed from her position unanimously. 2 weeks later, the new HOA president, a mild-mannered retired librarian, sent out a letter affirming respect for homeowner rights and condemning abuses of power. The Garcias were issued a formal apology and allowed to keep their bench, their peppers, and even their adorable gecko, named Karma. Karen, meanwhile, became something of a neighborhood ghost. People avoided her. Kids whispered stories about the woman who tried to break into houses for fun. She tried to file a few complaints again, but no one read them anymore. Her power was gone. And as for her beloved white SUV? It was found one morning with sticky notes covering every inch of the windows. Each note bore the same word, written in various childlike scrawls and bubble letters. Nope. Karen had wanted control, but forgot the most basic law of any community: respect. And in the end, she got exactly what she deserved.